You're about to listen to TADPOG. Tyler and Dave play old games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet. What did I fucking say? I was too busy thinking about all that shit. Hello, Internet. Welcome to another TADPOG podcast. It's a show that happens weekly. We're two old guys. We're just playing some old games. We are done with the NES Classic list, so now we're kind of picking up some interesting titles from the Famicom. Famicom.
Family computer.
Famicom. From the Family Computer System. So this week...
Yes.
Dave, per your request.
Yeah, I wanted to do this one.
We are playing Tsuppari Ozumo.
Yeah, or I think I don't know how it's pronounced, but I've seen it spelled like it should be Uzumo, but then also I've seen it spelled out Ozumo, which makes more sense to me, and it's easier to say, so I'm just going to say Ozumo.
Ozumo. Or
is that cool?
Super Uzaru. Which Uzaru is the form Dragon Ball Z when they take the big monkey form. That's an Uzaru.
Oh, man,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't know it had a term. I should have known that it had a term. That happens in original Dragon Ball.
Yeah, a little bit in
That
Super.
shit gets crazy.
Yeah, it's really, they use it in the beginning of Super, and then it kind of tapers off and isn't really seen again.
That makes me a little sad.
Yeah, because I feel like when they're trying to like tap into the Saiyan heritage and like find their power, I feel like that should be in there.
It should be mentioned.
It's a huge thing in GT,
in the sacred text,
which isn't canon. But
GT is not canon. Is that the Gillette sponsored Dragon Ball?
Yep, because Akira Toriyama had nothing to do with it.
I see.
Toei Animation just did it without him.
GT's the one that everyone hates.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because they go back because they make Goku a kid again. So they try to bring bring back Dragon Ball elements with Dragon Ball Z fighting, and I hear it just doesn't work out very well.
Oh, well, that sucks. I like Kid Goku. I do. I like Kid Goku a lot.
That's why I feel like they keep him around with like Gohan is Kid Goku, and then eventually Goten is Kid Goku.
Yeah, that is true.
So more so Goten than Gohan, but
yeah. Well, from what I've seen, which hasn't been a lot of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. There's something inherently funny about a child murdering adults
I agree.
with his bare fists, there's just something that's cool about that. I don't know. I guess I just like a story of it's the same reason, and I know I've said this on previous episodes, like watching Dragon Ball and being like, oh damn, Naruto took a lot from Dragon Ball, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's like Naruto has that charm about it too, where it's like kids essentially just like in peril 100% of the time, like killing adults.
They rationalize it a little bit better in Naruto, but...
Well, what I love about Dragon Ball is they don't rationalize it because it's a comedy. So it's just like, this is just... Look, you're either going to like this or you're not going to like it. So
I read it's a really, really well done a fan anime of if Vegeta...
A
Fanime? Because I saw it online. I saw it on YouTube, linked from some of the Dragon Ball Super videos I was watching. It's if Vegeta was sent to Earth instead of Goku.
Oh, I like this.
And how it turns out different.
That's like Superman Red Sun style.
Yeah.
Like if Superman had landed in like the Soviet Union instead of like the US of A.
Because like Goku's born with like a low power level, whatever. Vegeta's a kid with like a power level of 5,000 or some shit. So all the stuff that like Goku has to like train and overcome and his adversaries, like Vegeta just beats all their asses. Like King Piccolo, he wins all the tournaments just by like flicking people, like completely different.
Interesting.
So,
yeah, I kind of want to watch that, but also I don't want to spoil a lot of Dragon Ball Z. But it's like, I feel like all the big, probably not all, but a lot of the big stuff in Dragon Ball Z is like already... It's like common knowledge. Like that's old.
Yep.
So it's like a lot of the
I almost
big
think
stuff.
if you just wanted to watch that Dragon Ball Z abridged.
I know, you told me that.
And just enjoy the funny shit and get through it quicker.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, and maybe I should do that.
Yeah. But now that Ben Kurt's dick is super hard with all his Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Yeah.
But I just feel it. like a testimony on my heart on a Sunday morning. I just feel it on my soul that I need to.
I don't know what that
just
means.
reach out again. Well, people will like, the Lord has laid something on my heart I need to talk about today, this Sunday.
Do people really say the Lord has laid something upon my heart?
Oh my God, yes. Oh
Really?
my, yeah.
The Lord has laid
He's
something
just laid
upon
this
my
upon my
heart.
heart that I need to talk about this and tell how I became saved. Blah, blah, blah. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, every week.
Man, when you put it that way, the Lord kind of sounds like a dick.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Turns out it was cardiac arrest.
Oh.
I thought the Lord laid something on my heart, but now I got a triple bypass.
Turns out you have the 100% blockage.
Yeah, right. It's just the Widowmaker. Yeah, I almost died.
So there's a place in Vegas called like the Heart Attack Cafe
I'm
where
not
like
familiar with this.
5 people have died eating there because like it specializes in like the most fat, calorie dense dishes you can imagine.
So these are regulars.
Oh,
The
yeah.
ones that have died
Yeah.
are regulars.
Oh, but they're already in
right?
trouble when they get there.
Yeah, right. Yeah. They actually arrive in the ambulance that was headed to the hospital. Excuse me, if you
Just
could pull
make a
over.
stop for a second.
Yeah, if you could pull over here and also the Bunny Ranch, that would be awesome.
Just get me good and greased up and send me to the Bunny Ranch.
You gotta grease it up.
I'm a Lamar Odom and just die in there. It's fine.
Yeah.
No, I just really want to thank Andy Serkis.
You want to thank Andy
I just want
Serkis
to thank Andy Serkis
for his service?
Oh yeah, his amazing
Yeah.
performance as Water Monster Man in Hellboy 1 and 2.
In
I know
Water
I brought it up last
You
week,
did.
but man, I just really Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis.
I think you mean Doug Jones.
as Water. No.
Mike Jones?
Oh no, Mike
Doug
Jones. Maybe.
Hit me up on the low.
Yeah, just his performance is so good. I think it's gonna be a regular segment. It's so good. I think I need to thank Andy Serkis for his performance at the beginning and close of every show.
You think so?
It's so good.
You don't think that's
So
gonna get
good.
old at all?
No.
Okay.
Not for me.
No, okay. Well, this is your creative outlet, so it's fine. I'm okay with it. My stamp of approval is on this. Soul Sister Yarn Sorceress, on the other hand, probably not so much. For the record, I want to say that you did say that Jacob told you that, so you
Yeah.
already pushed the blame off on Wolf Fighting
yeah.
of Jacob and Wolf Fighting fame. But I'm starting to doubt that story because how deep you've dug in at this point.
Oh yeah.
Also, I want to point out, Chandra didn't, because Chandra called you out on this, but she also didn't say that I was right when I said it was Doug Jones on that episode.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Chandra.
So, I'm not. So, essentially, what I'm saying is because of that, I'm not going to stop you from thanking Andy Serkis. All I needed to hear was Dave was right.
Dave
That's
was right.
all. That's all. That's
Dave
it.
and Magneto were right.
Dave and Magneto, right.
Oh, well, before we talk about Tsuppari Ozumo.
Let's go with Ozumo.
Ozumo.
I like that.
Ozumo.
Hey, by the way, we don't speak Japanese,
No,
and this game only came out in Japan.
Yep.
So
Yep.
bear with us.
but I've got this. You handed me this letter here.
I did.
From Trash Bear Joe Willard.
Trash Bear.
Haven't heard from the Trash Bear in a while.
I know. It's good to hear from him.
So I'm gonna.
What's in there? And it's an envelope that's got some bumps and lumps in there, man. My guess is there is a letter and then some candy.
You would be correct, sir.
Excellent.
All right. It's a postcard.
Oh, sweet.
Tyler and Dave, what's up, Gooters? It is I, the loyal Trash Bear, writing from India.
Oh, yeah. I
yes.
remember he posted on the
Man.
TADPOG Nation Facebook group that he was in
fucking
India.
A.
And it looked awesome.
Please enjoy this Indian candy.
Oh, fuck yes.
Yeah. I included enough for Choco Chica. Pro tip, do not bite into it. Here are some spicy items as well from a random fast food places. Tyler, can I get a couple of Colossus noises from the X-Men arcade? Power up. Love with a penis with a heart with a penis through it.
Is this a drawing
Trash
or
Bear
did
Joe.
he write that out?
It's a drawing.
Oh, okay. I was hoping he wrote it out. Love with a penis with a heart through it. Or the other way around. So what do we got? There's candy that we're going to click on our teeth for the next 50 minutes while we record.
It's this, let's see, Pulse, Pass, Orange and Tangy Twist. It looks like it's an orange hard candy. There's some of those in there. I'll hand you one of these.
All right, here, toss it over here. It'll be fine. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, I got that one.
See, there's looks like a packet of ketchup, but it's a packet of red chili sauce, sizzling hot.
It's a like a ketchup.
It looks like a
packet.
ketchup packet, but of Indian red chili sauce.
Well, we're not just. Well, you do have some French fries
I do have
right
French
there.
fries.
You
We
want to
can
do that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do
and
that.
then there's just this packet
that says
Domino's pizza.
That's even funnier than what I was going to say. I was going to say it looks like a packet that just says like condom written on it in Helvetica.
Silica gel, do not eat.
That is weird. What's in that packet that just says Domino's Pizza? Is there anything on the back?
Chili flakes.
Oh, okay. Domino, we can get those here, Trash Bear.
I ate some yesterday. Hey, you want to try this red chili sauce first? I'll put some on these French fries.
Let's do that up.
Trying to find some appropriately sized French fries.
Size queen.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It is important. It is important to try the French fries before you marry
I
them.
need a thick French fry
Me too.
over a long French fry.
I don't know, man.
Give me a steak fry over a shoestring.
I like a long fry, but I do also like a steak fry. I'm easy to please.
Yeah.
That'll be good.
I knew that was going on my notes.
Okay, now this is what? What are we eating? This is the chili sauce?
Indian red chili sauce.
Is there a brand on there or anything? Or is this like
Naturin.
Kroger? Naturin?
Naturin.
All right, let's do this.
Hey now.
I like that.
That's got some heat
good.
to it.
Yeah.
That's a good condiment.
Yeah, I like that. That'd be good on a burger. I like a classic ketchup mustard.
It would be
and
good
pickle
on
burger.
a sacred cow.
Yeah, I didn't say hamburger. Burger, turkey burger's my
turkey
go-to.
burger.
Yeah,
Veggie burger.
nah.
All right, I'm going to try this lemon pulse candy, or orange, I'm sorry.
You don't want to try the Domino's pizza chili flakes? See if they're different.
Nope.
You don't want to?
But do you want to?
Yeah, they might be
It
different.
might be different.
They're not though.
Yeah.
They're not. But we need, for like the sake of science.
Yeah.
What's your hypothesis?
We ate at a Indian Domino's.
Right. Because like look, have I said this on the show before? I'm pretty sure I have. Anytime I travel overseas, I have to go to their McDonald's. And also I have to say it like McDonald's, I guess, because I'm American. But yeah, I have to go to McDonald's. So far, every McDonald's I've been to tastes just like our McDonald's, but
Yeah.
they have other shit on the menu,
Yeah.
and that's the fun
Maybe
stuff.
they do that at McDonald's all over the U.S. They have different regional
Yeah, that's true. Like when we were in Albuquerque, they had everything like green chili
green chili.
stuff.
I
Everything.
know they have
green
like
chili.
a McLobster roll in McDonald's
Oh, no
in Maine
shit.
and stuff like that.
All right, ready to do the
McDonald's
flakes?
chili
It's
flakes.
like eating. Did you ever eat? Okay, first of all, did you ever have a fish as a kid?
Have fish?
A fish, like a goldfish?
Oh, a goldfish cracker or a live goldfish?
No, like as a pet, like a goldfish.
nope.
No.
Nope.
All right. Well, don't eat the. Don't
It's
eat
like fish food?
Don't eat the fish food. It looks like
Choco Chica has some.
when you're 6, it looks like it might be good, and you smell it, and you're like, "That smells nasty," but I bet it tastes good.
But I bet-
it doesn't.
Like shake, thinking muddy water was chocolate milk.
Right? Yeah. I'm just trying to save you hardship. If you ever think about eating fish flakes, no.
Don't. Okay, thank you.
Well, that's a PSA
When I see
for
Choco
everybody here.
Chica feeding her fish, like, man, this fucking fish got it good.
Damn, my tummy
I'm gonna
is
take some of that.
rumbling. All right, let's do the flakes.
Yep.
Yeah, they're normal.
Normal chili flakes.
They're normal. I bet Trash Bear's laughing his ass off right now.
Uh-huh.
Can't believe I made those fuckers eat Domino's,
Domino's
pizza,
chili flakes.
All right. Pulse, orange with tangy twist. Puff, 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 pulse. All right. So bite into it because you said not to.
Uh-huh.
Right. It looks like a lemon drop, but it's orange. It's spicy? I haven't had it yet.
Tastes like
It's
orange
fucking-
candy.
It's fucking good, though. I love orange. I especially love orange candy. Biting into it?
Oh my god!
What happened?
Yeah.
You bit into it.
Oh, I did.
There's liquid. What happened?
He was not joking. Holy shit, that's terrible.
What's in it?
Oh, tastes like sour milk.
I don't think I want to finish
Oh,
this.
sour milk and like the way matches smell whenever you put them out. My mouth tastes like fire after a fireworks show.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm gonna bite into it.
yeah, do it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Oh,
Yeah,
that is.
it does taste like fireworks. I mean, I eat them all the time.
Oh, man, he was a kid, and that's gross.
So what happens if you just suck on it? You just get there eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Eventually, like one moment, you're like, "This is a good candy."
Ah!
What the fuck?
Man, why is it so bad?
Yeah, what's in it?
A tangy. That's the tangy twist.
What's in it?
Oh, I can't see to read it.
Contain something synthetic food something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. Thanks, Trash Bear. That was gross. I'm glad we decided not to heed your warning.
Yep.
That was much more entertaining than if we had sucked on it gradually for an hour. Oh, yeah, totally. He knows us.
Also, before we keep rolling.
Oh, there's no stopping this sumo train.
So the kid next door who asked to see Henry's pull-ups.
Yeah.
He was over again this weekend. Choco Chica had some friends over, and they had pulled the trampoline over close to the hose and let them get the hose out, and they were spraying each other.
I hate to interrupt you. That's a lie. I love interrupting you, but and everybody knows it. But are you telling this story because we got like no negative feedback on talking about kids?
Yeah, I'm really surprised. Everyone loved it.
I didn't get any negative feedback on it.
Only encouragement. Fuck bad kids.
I know,
for
right?
real.
Yeah, it's great. Okay, cool. So I just want to go ahead and air that. So what happened?
Yeah. Well, he was, I don't know, like I saw he was spraying them with the hose and they were laughing and look at they were actually having like, oh, okay, he's actually playing with them. They're having a good time.
All right.
But then
he started asking to see their pull-ups.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put that fear in your mind.
Oh, it's there. It is
okay.
already there.
All right, okay.
Like I mentioned before, like when that kid hits puberty. Shit.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to, ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Melissa had put like a harness and things up there.
A harness?
She had put something up for Bella up in the playhouse.
Okay. I got you, like
in
a
the
dog's
playhouse.
harness.
Yeah.
Not like a sex swing or something.
Yeah. Now you kids don't touch this.
Right. This swing is sticky.
Why does it pull my ankles apart so far? Are you playing doctor having babies? Yes.
My leg has a beard after sitting in this swing.
Don't think we would love to put a sex swing in here so badly.
Yeah, I never used one.
But they're good.
Yeah,
they're good.
On a scale of like, is it the best swing ever? Is it is it the best swing that you've ever swung on? You swing on it, right?
Yeah. I mean, because Melissa gets in it. I just enjoy her being in it.
Is it like the toddler swing where like it's like essentially big rubber underwear that the legs you sit in it and
but
legs
it just has
on
a
either
vagina
side?
cut out.
Right, of course it has a center cut out.
No, because it has like a waistband, something for your head, something for your waist, and then something for your legs.
Something for your head, for your waist,
so
and
you
your
can
legs.
you can be.
I've never seen.
You can
one.
lean back in it if you want, or you can if you don't do the head thing, so you can lean all the way back it's got things for your legs, so your legs will be suspended and spread.
So it's more
whatever.
Okay, interesting. So it's less a swing and more like.
I mean, because basically the part that goes around your waist could be like a normal swing almost.
I see, but that would be weird.
Yeah, I think that's just a normal swing in their house.
I can't fuck you
At
on
least
a swing. I mean,
fuck on
I
it.
can fuck on a swing, but God, I'd rather not.
I just don't know. We just don't know how to conceal that from all the kids.
You do not.
So I don't even know where we
do?
could put it. Like, because I could buy like an eye bolt and put something in the ceiling and we could take it down, but then there's like an eye bolt in the ceiling. Why is that up there? Or the other ones that you can have like a frame that it goes on, so you don't have to suspend it from anything. But that's like, all right, let me spend 2 hours setting this up. All right, let's be in there for about 30 minutes. All right, let's break it back down.
Kind of seems like a thing that you'd rent, right? Like, it's not a good investment.
They're not that expensive. It's
they're not expensive?
It's just the utility of it.
Like, how expensive are they?
I think I've seen them for like $150.
All right, well, you and I have different.
Well, compared to the Sibian, I would like to get.
How much are Sibians?
Like $4,000.
And you did say simian. You do mean buying a monkey?
You're buying a monkey to just go down a monkey.
Excuse me, monkey. I couldn't ask another.
This is our oral monkey.
This is our oral monkey, Mike. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think I could ask a monkey to have sex with my wife. I mean,
it only hurts the first time.
No, that's a lie.
Well, it only hurts my heart the first time.
Oh, okay, I got you.
No, it hurts her every time. Her only hurts my heart the first time.
Cuckolded by a monkey. The Tyler Holland story.
Kunkied?
Kunkied? Oh, damn, dog. I got kunkied.
Or you're a muckold? I don't know.
A muckold?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a different thing. That sounds like you're getting in there like fourth or fifth.
Because I looked into like I think she would enjoy a Sibian, but then I looked up and they're like, oh my God.
Like what, thousands of dollars?
$4,000.
$4,000? That's more expensive than most of the cars I've owned in my life.
Yeah, exactly.
$4,000. I got to tell you though, Those girls online make it seem worth $4,000, don't they?
I know. Like,
But is
so
it
I wish
really?
like we could rent it and see if we want to buy.
Oh, you can rent those?
I wish you could.
like
I wish rent to own
Family
had
Video
Sybians
or
you could go
something.
get.
They give you like the suitcase that's got a Sybian in it.
The Giants. Put
Here you are,
a
sir.
$4,000 deposit. You get it back whenever you return it.
Here is your orgasm rocket. I don't know if it's worth even $4,000. That's a lot of money. So
She can come just fine on what I get for free.
right, $4,000 new Patreon goal. We'll get a Sybian in here.
Yeah. 4,000, and then we'll record the audio of Melissa using the Sybian. There's the motivation.
We'll record the video of you and me riding
but it's
it.
also, we're also
You get the audio for her, the video for us.
perfect.
Sorry, I'm not trying to dictate.
You want
how-
to see Dave and I get confused boners?
Yeah.
Get us that Sybian at our $4,000 goal. All right.
We're almost there.
Yeah, we're so close.
So close.
Let's see. And kid next door.
Yes.
Because Melissa had the harness up there, and he kept trying to like unwind it and take it down. And Choco Chica was getting mad at him, like, "No, don't take that down. No, you need to leave that alone." And even his sister was like, "Leave their stuff alone." Like
His sister.
Yeah, his sister was
Okay.
telling him to stop, and he was like, "No, I want to take it down and play with it." And they had to yell at him, like, "Quit messing with their stuff."
Stop that, or we'll give you weird orange candy.
Yeah, here, bite into this. So he eventually got really mad and took off on his bike and said, "Fine, I'm gonna go run my bike into a tree."
Oh God.
And he just took off. And they had to chase him down. He went to the church 2 lots over. And this was finally, I was impressed. His dad made him come in the house.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm surprised they chased him down. If someone ever said I'm going to ride my bike in a tree, I'd be like, "See ya."
Do bitch.
Yeah, right.
I feel bad. I'm sure his sister is always cleaning up that sort of shit.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like his bloody spills.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
That
like
kind of
having
stuff.
to like, because she's the one who always just like, "Stop it," because he'll come up to me and ask me
Yeah.
something. "Hey, can I play with your grill?" And then she's
Sure.
like, "Stop it."
I'm a bad adult because it is straight up like when he was asking if he could like climb around in my car. Yeah, whatever. You just, hey, are you going to be in it when I leave? No, fine. Crawl around it. I don't give a shit.
It'd be, "Yeah, I got some Cokes in my trunk. Why don't you just get in my trunk and get them?" Drive off. Easiest kid ever to kidnap.
Free kid. Check that out.
Free kid that I'm not sure anybody pays attention to anyway.
I get $500 for this kid easy. Look, no one wants to buy him whole. We can part him out. No big deal.
White American kid? All right, yeah.
Pretty good odds.
Oh.
I imagine the sale going down of this child, and I'm like, in a dark alley with just a strange looking man, and I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna have to say to this kid, but I'm not a monster. This isn't for sex stuff, is it? And he's like, he assures me that it's not. It's like, it's fine.
Okay,
There
as
you
long
go.
as you promise.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, kid.
He promised he wouldn't.
This
It's
man
fine.
promised that he wouldn't. Although it seems like you're down, so
Yeah, he'll show you whatever. Go ahead. Sorry.
right. Love is love, right?
I still enjoy how on the Tadpog Nation people still quote your "What is consent?"
That was on a Patreon episode. Yeah. Things. Not only was it a Patreon episode because it was Barbecue Baron Drew Rowland who posted it today. Not only was it a Patreon episode, it was a Patreon episode with Nikki on it.
Yeah.
When she's here, like, I can get wild.
No,
man.
I get it. I'm sitting when Melissa's
I can get
on.
wild.
I wanna impress her, make her laugh. So yeah, I totally get it.
It's part that. It's also part like, what can I get away with? But when because she's not here right now, like that whole like scenario I set up with selling that kid, trafficking that young boy, man, I'd have gone so much farther. So what I'm saying is patreon.com/Tadpog.
Just the juiciest, darkest segments about Dave selling kids.
we don't get like super dark, but yeah, we get pretty dark sometimes. It's true. So he wants to steal the harness. His dad calls him in.
Yep. It's the first time I've ever seen that happen, ever.
Have you seen his dad before?
Yeah, a few times.
Can we get the whole family on the show?
Get them on, go through.
We don't know what game we're going to talk about next week, so let's just interview. Let's just interview that family.
Interview with family next
Yeah,
door.
let's just do that. I'm sure everyone would enjoy it.
While we grill this father about why his son is...
No, I feel
Can he have Coke? Can he have Coke Zero?
Right, yeah. Can he have 90-degree Coke Zero? Because he told me that he could. That's what we should do. We should just get him in trouble the whole time.
Yeah.
And then convince him that we have all this recording equipment because we work for the government. Sir, we're with Child Protective Services. Could you have a seat, please?
No, this is all legit. Behind the bottles of rum.
Yeah.
And
Look, all right, we like the party here at Child Protective Services.
we're with the ATF. Close enough.
The sex swing division.
Yeah, sex swing and child trafficking.
I'm sorry, sir, I can't hear you. I need to turn off this Sibian.
So it's for government's eyes. So what have you been up to this week?
Not a lot. I've been playing 9 Parchments. I finished 9 Parchments, which Master Mold gifted us. Thanks for that, Master Mold. That was a fun game. It's like this Diablo 3 meets an isometric twin stick shooter that I'm sure there are a million of them that I've never played before. So this was a unique experience to me. I know that Drew had mentioned that it sounded like Magica, which I know there's a Hops and Heroes episode on Magica.
Yeah.
And after listening to that, I was like, I kind of want to play one of these Magica games. And then I added it to my Steam wish list. And every time it comes up for sale for $2, I'm like, I could probably get it for less later.
Yep.
And the moral of that story is wait long enough and someone will give you that game for free.
Yeah, wait, and Drew or Bailey, if they want you to play that game, we'll buy it for you.
Yeah, they don't want me to play it that bad. But 9 Parchments on the Switch, it's got some mediocre reviews on like Metacritic and shit, but I fucking liked it.
Yeah.
I liked it a lot. And it's like it's kind of boring single player. So it's like it's a game that I feel like is built around multiplayer, but like what's nice about the multiplayer is it's on the Switch, so you're not gonna be talking to people. That's nice. There's no coordination, and it's drop in, drop out. So it's like it doesn't matter where the host is in the game. Like you can just join their game if it's open, and you can be in like the last dungeon or whatever. It doesn't matter, and you can leave whenever you want, and then your slot gets filled by somebody else when they come in. So
that's cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
And then probably most importantly, I have a follow-up to, do you remember the story I told about, I have Impresario Tony's gift of Garfield with his sad wiener.
His tail in the front.
Right. He's got his tail in the front.
Yeah.
I have an update on that story that I told a few episodes ago. For anybody who's new, hi, welcome. Thank you for making it through our earlier talk. But if you made it this far, you're going to love this. So Henry, my son, I convinced him that a crude drawing up. Sorry, Tony, but it's crude. A crude drawing, it's part of the charm. Crude drawing of Garfield with a penis that I have framed on my desk. Henry stumbled upon and was like, "What's that?" It's his front tail. Brilliant, right? Fucking brilliant. Cut to a couple days ago at lunchtime. My mom watches Henry during the day, and she every day brings her dog with her. And her dog is a schnauzer. She's an older schnauzer, just a dumb dog, but like
loves Henry's pee.
She does love Henry's pee. Yeah, I forgot. I've told the story, but yeah, she will straight up go to his potty if it's not emptied and just drink that piss. But also, Henry likes her a lot because she's a dog. Henry loves our cats, so it all makes sense. I'm in the kitchen reheating some pizza the other day. And it's kind of one of those things where it's like I come home for lunch and it's like everyone goes to the kitchen. And it's like really annoying because like, we have a small kitchen and it's like I want to be like, everyone get out of the fucking kitchen. Like I can't like, I turn around and it's like I got to like wait for somebody to move, or like even if it's an animal, like everyone wants to be in the kitchen. They're like, oh, daddy's home. It's time. And it's like if you just wait like 10 minutes, I'll be out of the kitchen and we can have a great time. It'll be wonderful. So as usual, everyone's in the kitchen. Henry's in the kitchen, and Gracie's in the kitchen, my mom's dog. And Gracie's just kind of looking for food and stuff, and Henry is talking to me. I can't remember what he was talking about. Probably swords. And we get to a point where Gracie walks in and he stops talking about swords to me, and he looks at Gracie and he points at her tail, which is it's like everyone probably knows what a schnauzer looks like. Her tail looks like a furry gray fish stick, essentially. He points at her tail, like touches it, and says, "Gracie's penis."
Yep.
Yeah, I'm paying myself in a quarter. I'm like, what do I do? I was like, that's Gracie's tail. Gracie's a girl, so she only has one tail. And it's on the back. So there we go. I'm sure that this is like one of the first moments where it's like, yeah, I fucked up. I fucked up. I should have just
Make
owned
sure
up.
grandma knows what that is. Go tell her.
Yeah, right. Yeah, go ask Gram about that. He's really into like
Penises.
he is like he is in that stage where it's just like he's asking about girls and boys, and he's like curious about like what his penis is, and it's kind of one of those where it's like, I'm gonna tell you real, whether or not anybody else wants me to tell you real, but except for the fact that Garfield definitely has a front tail, because it's easy. I don't want to. You know what? I should just fess up, because I'm not moving that Garfield picture ever.
If anything, it's gonna get bigger. It's gonna become a poster.
You're right. Yes, Tony. If you could please send me a blown up version of that'd be wonderful. I will hang it up in the office, and by that I mean my office at work.
Because like, no, Henry, don't worry about it until like middle school. Then it's really, really going to be important. But
yeah, up until then, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fine.
You just pee-pee. It's fine.
Yeah, until then, it's like, I don't know, man. Let me just play this part of kindergarten cop. Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. There you go. That's all you need to know for now.
Who's that? The former governor of California. So
You're right. Yes.
You know it's legit.
Yeah, right. And eventually our president. I know there are laws that prevent it, but
None of the laws matter
wait
anymore.
and see. Yeah.
Yeah. This presidency, none of the laws matter.
Right.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Ted Cruz was born in Canada. He could run. It's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Also, I watched a show on Netflix called Agretsuko. Are you familiar with this? Man, I need to mention it because I need to recommend it. It's really fucking good. It is a Netflix exclusive anime about corporate. It's about a corporate worker who also her main hobby is death metal karaoke.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it's like, honestly, you pitch me that and I'm like, whatever. I mean, it's whatever. But then you're like, but wait, everybody in this anime is a cute animal. And all of a sudden I'm on board, because it's like, seriously, if this were just straight up like regular anime, like this was like Toonami or some shit, no thanks. But when you mention, oh, the main character is actually a red panda, it's like, all right, okay, you got me. I'll check it out. And what happened was, I got sucked into
a
it.
boy and his blob. Like, what if it wasn't about jelly beans?
Right, yeah, exactly. But like, that's it really is. That's actually a really good observation. It's like the charm of that show, the hook, is the fact that every office worker is a different animal, and they're all drawn in like a cutesy, like chibi style. But it's essentially like, it's kind of like an office drama. That's what I got pulled into, man, is like, she starts like, she like joins a yoga class where like the director of marketing and the president's secretary are also like members of that class, and it's like she's like a short termer, and it's like she becomes friends with them, and then they start using their influence to kind of like come down on her boss, who's a huge asshole to her, and it's like it kind of like gets to the point where it's like, I kind of want to know where this goes, man. I mean, this is like really got its hooks in me, and it like, the episodes are like 15 minutes long, so it's like real easy to be like, yeah, I'll watch an episode, and then that turns into, oops, I done watched all of Agretsuko.
Pretty good. All right.
So I recommend it.
Show notes.
Yeah, we'll include that in the show notes for sure. And if you click on it and you're not a Netflix person, then I don't know. Everyone has Netflix, right?
Mostly.
Yeah.
People that have internet.
Yeah. Net neutrality, y'all. It's important.
Hey, Senate's voting on it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It looks like it'll pass the Senate, but die in the House.
I get emails like a lot, to the point where it's like, man, this fucking is important to me, but at the same time, stop emailing me. They need to have that as a reply, because it's like I get like 8 emails a week from like different organizations, and it's like, yeah, I fucking get it, but like, what do you want me to do, man?
No, I support you. It's fine. I'm already on board. It's cool.
It's fine. You got
stop.
me. It's good. I agree with you. I also don't want people to pay $80 per podcast, which it's like, I mean, come on. Like a lot of it's doom and gloom for sure.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. But I mean, clearly, like the big thing is like the democratization and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big deal.
No, I think it would be like you want the podcast package that's $5 extra dollars a month would be how it goes.
I don't even think that's a reality.
I think there'll be like a social media bundle for $10 a month and
No, really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think it'll be slow coming.
Yeah. I
So
also
that's
saw
where
that
we go.
infographic that random person on the internet made, but
Or like it was a picture of like Portugal's internet
yeah.
services.
But like I saw that. I didn't look into it. Did you?
To look further, you're right. No,
I didn't. So it's just like, I don't know. Is this real?
could be fake news.
Maybe.
Could be fake news.
And it's like, I know that's a joke. Like, fake news is a joke, but like, legitimately, it's like, I didn't look into it. I don't know if this is really how. I don't know anyone from Portugal who are gonna be like, is this for real?
You don't know Portugal, Danny?
No, I'm sorry. I know Portugal Manny.
Oh, no, he's not
Different
No.
guy.
They just call him that because he. Shit, I don't know what he hangs out at Port. I don't know. Fuck, I'm done. Go ahead, keep going.
He lives in
I got
Chugal.
nothing.
He works at the port.
The port of Chugal.
He's a deckhand at the port of Chugal. Portugal Manny, on the other hand, off the grid.
Yeah,
He lives off the grid. He makes his own jinkum, and he survives off
makes
of
his
it.
own internet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, which is jinkum, by the way. If you make your own jinkum, you got your own
You can watch
internet.
Netflix. Yeah.
Yeah, Netflix of the mind.
Let's see. Well, Dave, you hear that?
No, I don't,
No.
man. This game is not on. I mean, this game is mentioned on Wikipedia.
Okay.
So here's what I did. Normally, this would be Dave reads from Wikipedia. So I typed in the English translation of this game, Tsuppari Ozumo, and I was like, what can I find? It's mentioned in a list of sumo wrestling games. So I was like, oh, damn. What if I find the kanji title of the game, copy it, and paste it in Wikipedia? What happens? It turns up.
Oh.
The problem is,
It's all in Japanese.
I don't read Japanese. So and then let me hit this translate button. And then it was like, this might be funny to read, but it also might be very racist to read.
Yeah.
Because it's things like, this game is big fun. And it's like, no, I'm not going to read that.
We're on the bubble in Japan. We could be big any day now, so we don't want to ruin it.
To be fair,
go on,
much like the Portugal internet, I haven't looked into how our
Japanese
5-star
iTunes
reviews are on
reviews.
iTunes. They might be really high on
They
in Japan.
could. They love us over there.
I know at least one person personally who listens to us in Japan.
That's very true. Very, very true.
There might be millions.
And we had one fan in India while Trash Bear was over there. So
That's great. That's
Spreading.
wonderful.
Spreading.
I know. Soon we're gonna. This net neutrality thing's not gonna be a big deal because we'll just move somewhere
it's true.
where it's where we make our own internet.
So do you have anything to say about this game?
No, you just want to close it out.
Yep. All right.
It's about
Thanks.
sumo wrestling.
It's sumo. Do you
We-
know what that is? No? Okay.
No,
Thanks.
us either. Goodbye. Thanks for the episode. I can tell you this. I got some factoids, if you'd like. Here are the quick facts. This is a sumo wrestling sports game that was developed by Tecmo, the folks who brought us Tecmo Bowl and what I hear superior Tecmo Super Bowl. It came from them in 1987 for the Famicom, the family computer system. And it was re-released in Japan. As far as I know, it's a Japan-only game. I don't think it got a release anywhere else. I know it didn't get a release here in North America. I don't think it got a release in Europe or anywhere else. And it was re-released on the Wii Virtual Console in Japan, which is neat. And I know it also got a mobile release. And it also, it might have come out simultaneously. I'm not positive, but it had a PC Engine release too. And I've seen some screenshots of that, and it doesn't look as good. Surprise, surprise. I know like DOS games and PC Engine games of that era like kind of get short thrift, but it's like one of the reasons that I think this game, So spoilers, I really enjoyed this game. I thought this game was a lot of fun.
This game was a lot of fun to watch you stream. I really enjoyed watching you stream.
Yeah, thanks for popping in. It was good to see you. It was fun to stream. Here's my biggest concern. Was my biggest concern of streaming this game. This game is a lot of fun to play. Like, it is a lot of fun to play because the way the controls work, it's honestly like, it's pretty much a button masher. Like, you can do input commands, but it's like, it feels kind of like, it doesn't feel precise. Like, when you input the commands, it's kind of like, you can input a command to like flip a wrestler, but it's like, if they're doing something else while you're trying to flip them, it doesn't work. So it's like, the way to like brute force it is you just keep pressing the button combination to flip.
I button mashed
until it
my way
happens.
through this game.
Yeah.
So,
and I mean, that's how I played it too, but it was like, it never felt frustrating. Like, it was rare when it felt frustrating because it's like, oh, I want to flip this guy and I can't do it. It was just kind of like, I'll just keep doing it until it works, and eventually it works. But like, this game has so much goddamn charm. Like, I mean, seriously, like, right from the beginning, the game fucking starts, and the very first thing you see is a word in Japanese. Don't know what that word is.
Sumo.
Tsuppari, maybe, or sumo. I don't know. And you see two sprites of sumo wrestlers slapping the shit out of each other. And then the full title of the game drops down on them, and they like get bumped apart. And it's like, the moment I saw that, I was like, and I'll be honest, I saw that before I played the game. That was one of the big reasons I wanted to play the game, because I was like, this is a sports game, but like, clearly it has charm, like on the level of like River City Ransom or something has charm, you know? It's kind of got that weird, like, it's got that weird quality that a lot of niche games have, especially from games from Japan that weren't released in like North America, where it's like, there's something charming about this game that I want to sink my teeth into.
And it's well done for what it is and the era it's from. But I could see why, like, I mean, sumo wrestling is not big over here, and it is, especially in like, what, 86, 87? Like,
Yeah, 87.
I mean, yeah, it would have fucking tanked. So, of course, yeah, it's not coming over here.
Oh no, I don't think it would have done well, but like, I honestly, I think if they re-skinned it, it could have done well.
As robots?
Or something. But it's like, yeah, the sumo wrestler
Robo-push.
angle.
Yeah.
What's that?
Robo push.
Robo push. Yeah, there you go. You just titled it. Let's fucking make it. Let's ROM hack Tsuppari Ozumo and as Robo push. I love it.
But I mean, I played this game. I didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
Because it's all in Japanese, yeah.
And I just button mashed until like I couldn't get any further. And I just kept losing. On my research, it appears that like stats are super important in this game because like you will come up against wrestlers whose stats are so high you're not going to beat them. Your technical skill can be really good, but if your stats don't match theirs,
you don't have a chance.
You're going to lose.
Yeah, they're incredibly tough. Plus. So
you don't have that rice bowl yet.
Right, yeah, exactly. I was worried you were going to leave that Final Fantasy 11, like just that bait just dangling there. So what I did was, there is a really cool webpage that is essentially, it's in English, and it tells you how to play the game. And they have photographs. They have screen grabs, which is really nice. Because it's like, what they'll do is they'll show you like a screen. Like in this game, your wrestler, you create a wrestler. And that wrestler has
a Rikishi.
A Rikishi. Thank you.
You're welcome.
See, I'm glad you're here because I honestly don't know anything about sumo wrestling.
And that's what I had to contribute to this episode because
Excellent.
I didn't know a lot about the game. I was like, but I'm not going to get this because I'm not a sumo guy. So let me learn all about sumo and what is going on in this game.
Dude,
so that's what I did.
Thank you. I tried to do as much research on sumo as I could, but like a lot of that information didn't sink in. But this site is great because it's like, here's a translation of the stats screen. And in order to play this game as an only English-speaking American, aka an imbecile, as an imbecile, I had to. What I did was
as an incel.
No. What I did was I pulled up a Wikipedia page of Japanese kanji for numerals. So then I could go into the stats screen and be like, okay, my strength is 13. and that guy's strength is higher than that. So I have to be mindful of that. I have to actually be technically good, or it's just not going to happen.
So what do I know about Japanese numbers? Okay, Final Fantasy 11.
Ichi, ni, san. And then it ends.
Yep.
Yeah. I know Roku is 6, and that is because Roku is also a company that of products that I've purchased.
Yeah,
to
you
watch
purchase for me that I use
stuff
every
on.
day.
But yeah, that's 6. Ju, I know, is 10 because it's repeated a lot for the teens and stuff like that. And now by that I don't mean like teenagers, like numbers in the teens.
Because this game, let me talk about Sumo.
Tell me about Sumo. What is it?
So it is huge. I mean, it is huge in Japan. It's huge. It has its roots in Shinto. So I'm almost surprised there's a video game from it because I know how popular it is, but I imagine that it would have been disrespectful to Shintoism because it has its roots very deeply tied in like religion. Like I'm not seeing like a tea ceremony game,
Right.
But okay, sure, I guess it's fine.
I watched a little bit of sumo wrestling on YouTube, and it did seem very ceremonial.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, there's a lot of shit I don't understand. Like, I assume that when sumo wrestling started, they used to wrestle on meat because they throw salt.
They throw salt to appease the Shinto gods. That cleanses the ring before they sully it with their human presence.
So what I just said is extremely offensive.
Because then the whole lifting their feet up and stomping on the ground.
They're pretending they're elephants.
Pretty close. That is to dispel the demons. Force the demons out. And then they throw the salt to purify the ring for the gods, and then they get into it.
I'm not going to lie. That actually makes sumo wrestling cooler to me.
Because sumo tournaments happen 6 times a year.
Okay.
They have tournaments happen 6 times a year. There are 10 different ranks in sumo.
I know Yokozuna.
Yokozuna is the top.
Zuna is the top.
Yeah, because there's the bottom 5 are your lesser ranks.
Okay.
The top 5 are considered your higher ranks, and any of those top 5 that's when the matches are televised.
Okay.
And that's when they really start to actually make money.
Okay.
Because if you watch a sumo wrestling match, you'll see before the match comes out, they'll bring all these murals, like these flags out and circle around the ring.
Yeah, I saw that.
Those are all sponsors of the tournament.
Okay.
And they sponsor it by
Michelin.
Exactly. And they put money.
And GoDaddy.
Yeah. They put money in an envelope and they stack all the envelopes together.
Okay. That's what they were getting. Okay. So
Yep.
I watched highlights of like a 2014 tournament or something like that. And the winner would kneel, and then I guess the official or the referee
called the gyoji.
the gyoji, which in this game is a rabbit.
Yep.
Which is another sign where it's like, yes, this game is going to be so good because it's like, and here's what I love about the rabbit. I didn't know this until recently. Tecmo's mascot was a rabbit. So it's like, essentially, it's like Mario and Punch-Out being the referee,
gotcha.
the boxing ref.
Nice,
It's
nice.
like their mascot is the
Gyoji.
The gyoji. I almost said gyoza, but that's a delicious.
Almost the same.
Yeah, it's a delicious
And even
meal.
the gyozi are ranked.
Really?
So like you see a gyozi who's wearing purple is the highest rank
Ah,
that they can achieve.
which the rabbit is wearing. And
That's because that's the
game.
Japanese royal color is purple.
okay.
So
all right, cool. All right, I didn't mean to derail you, but this is great. I like this because like I can interject things about the game while you give us real facts.
yeah, because that's their prize money is all stacked in those envelopes that they get.
Yes. Okay. Right. So what I would see in the highlights of this tournament is the winners would come out and kneel, and then the ref, I can't remember the name, Gyoji.
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 Sorry, now
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Gyoji.
Now all I can think about are delicious dumplings. He would come out and give them an envelope. And I remember thinking, what is in that envelope? If I had the audio on, it might have helped. Someone might have told me that, but I didn't have the audio on because I was on the Arc machine.
And a sumo wrestler is a rikishi.
Okay. Now that is the priest from The Lion King, right?
Yes. There is a large sumo type wrestler in the WWF named Rikishi.
Really?
And I had no idea until I did this research.
Now it makes sense. Cool.
But okay.
Was E Honda taken?
But okay, the 10 ranks
Yes.
of sumo.
You're starting from the bottom?
Start at the bottom.
Starting from the bottom, now we hear.
Jonokuchi.
I know Jono.
Jonidan, Sandanme, Makushita, Juryo, Migashira, Komosubi, Sikawabi, Oziki, Yokozuna.
I know that one. That one
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
And to become a Yokozuna is a difficult process because you have to, of course, earn your way up. And depending on how you do in these six
It's like
tournaments,
Scientology.
Exactly, you pay to get cleansed.
Right.
You because how they perform in these tournaments, you either raise or you're demoted. So once you can always get knocked back down.
Yeah.
So you
I
have,
like that.
So you have
There's
to earn
relegation.
you have to earn your way up to a Ozeki, and then you have to place first place in 2 consecutive tournaments.
Now, Ozeki is the second rank?
The second rank.
Okay. And you have to place first in 2 tournaments
In 2
after
tournaments.
you achieve that rank?
And get the approval from like the Sumo Federation.
Good Lord.
And then you become a Yokozuna. But they're like gods in Japan. They make all the money.
That's what I've
and,
heard.
Like, they're a very big deal.
Yeah, I asked on our Facebook page, what is sumo? And I learned a lot of people know more about sumo than I do. And that was one of the responses was like, yeah, like sumo wrestlers are treated like gods. Especially the Yokozuna. So in the game, Tsuppari Ozumo, God, I'm so bad. You can reach the highest rank. I don't know if it works that way because the highest I got was 3rd rank. What is that?
Sekiwaki.
I got Sekiwaki. And then they also, one of the cool stats in the game is like if you hit select before a match, you get to see your wrestler's statistics. And one of those statistics is number of times that wrestler, that Rikishi has defeated a Yokozuna. Mine was always a 0.
Yeah.
But I want to play this game. I would like to be a Yokozuna. That was like when I streamed it, it was my goal to do that. But in the 2.5 hours or whatever I played, I only got to the 3rd rank. So, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good.
Yeah,
I feel like I
a lot better than I did.
put the time in. I feel like I could get there.
So how much do you think the heaviest sumo wrestler weighs?
Well, this is going to be in kilos, so I don't know.
It's pound. I have the pounds.
You got
I have the pounds.
The heaviest sumo wrestler?
Heaviest sumo wrestler.
Can I be real with you?
Uh-huh.
I don't know what the limits of the human body are.
More than I expected.
But my guess, this is going to sound insane, but are we in the 500 range? Higher than that?
Higher.
No way. 600? No way. This is not, there's no way this is real.
I've seen pictures.
No way. How much?
704 pounds.
704. Why stop there?
The highest that's I think that wrestler is Samoan. The heaviest Japanese is 585.
I've heard. Okay, so I'm fortunate enough to have a regular streamer on Twitch hop in my channel frequently named The Legend of Gurk. And Gurk is American, but he lives in Japan. And he hopped in on the stream, the Tsuppari Ozumo stream, and I got to ask him a few questions. And one of the questions was, "Hey, I heard that there are less and less Japanese sumo wrestlers now." And he said, "Yeah," because someone on Facebook had told me that. And he was like, "Yeah, it's true, and it's actually." Sumo wrestling in Japan, he said, has been on the decline since around 2007. There's a whole bunch of different factors, but one of the factors is that sumo wrestling is so steeped in ceremony and tradition that it is very popular among like conservatives. And they are turned off by the idea that there hasn't been a Japanese Yokozuna since like 1997. Because there are so many Samoan, Hawaiian, and Mongolian sumo wrestlers now that they feel like they don't have a stake in it anymore. Which is kind of racist, right? But at the same time, I kind of can understand it because it's like, that is like who else sumo wrestles? Like outside of Japan, like I mean that's a Japanese sport as far as I'm concerned, right? So like I don't know, it's a toughie.
Well, it's sort of like, I mean, France is like that about food and wine. Like, if a French person isn't the victor, they'll find some way to disqualify it.
Really?
A farmer in Spain figured out a technique to produce foie gras without force-feeding geese.
Yeah.
And it makes a better product.
Well, that does take a lot of the fun out of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think they agreed because they changed the rules of foie gras that to be foie gras, technically, the goose has to be force-fed.
Right. Well,
so
the goose's suffering transfers itself into the food, thus making it more delicious.
Say for like California wines winning, they find a way to like hedge out California wines. Yeah.
Well, I saw that movie Bottle Shock, I think it was called. Didn't like it, so I can't remember exactly what the message of it was, but I think it was something along those lines. All right. What else you got?
Let's see. Well, each of the 6 matches, each of the 6 tournaments, the tournaments go on for 15 days. So each sumo wrestler wrestles one match for 15 days in a row. The top 5 wrestle 15 days in a row.
Okay.
The bottom 5, 7 days in a row.
Okay. And these matches are short, man. Like and they're short in the game too. And that's what I think. This game was addictive for me. Like I wanted to keep playing it. And I think a lot of it is because you get in, and if you're fighting someone, if you're wrestling somebody much weaker than you, or if you're just have your technique down, you can win a match in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that fast. And some of the highlights I was watching of real life sumo wrestling, those matches were not long, dude. I mean, they were like a minute, maybe
I've seen
a minute.
the longest matches are 4 minutes long.
Is there a time limit? Do you know?
I don't know if there's a time limit, but I know from on average, like
there can't be.
They're 4 seconds to 4 minutes long.
Yeah. And I like that. I think that's cool. That's like bursty, you know?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, that's what it's all about.
And that's fun in the game.
Because let's see, also because you'll see where the sumo wrestlers will like crouch down, raise their hands, and move their hands side to side. That's to show your opponent that you're fighting fair and you have no weapons,
unarmed, right?
And then they also usually wash out their mouths first with water. I'm not sure the significance of that, but that's tradition. Said I want to know exactly what it takes to win and lose in a sumo match.
Okay. I know like ring out is the big thing, right?
Ring out, or if your opponent, anything from your opponent touches the ground but the soles of their feet.
Okay.
So if you can just force them down, you win.
Which is the case in the game, of course. That's actually some of the fun ways to win is, in my opinion, so in the game, you push on each other and try to ring somebody out. You try to push the other person out of the ring. But that takes a long time. So like what I like doing is, and I assume that you can do this in sumo wrestling, I saw it, slapping.
Yep.
And it's like, I developed this technique called back up a little bit, wait for them to come up to me, and then slap them. And then back up again, and then they'll follow and slap them again. And it's like each one of you has, I assume, a stamina meter. And the lower your meter is, the easier it is for the other sumo wrestler to push you, essentially. So it's like the idea is to try to deplete their meter so that you can easily push them out. And doing stuff like slapping them also lowers that meter. And I had so much fun I never went for a ring out unless I felt like the opponent was stronger than me. And then it was like, well, I got to do whatever I have to do to try to make this guy lose.
Yeah.
But most of the time, it was all about slapping. I mean, and it's like you do it enough, and like this game has like really cool, like if I were to slap somebody when they're at 0 stamina, like they would just get slapped out of the ring. And it's like that's where that charm, like that kind of cartoonish charm kind of comes in, because it's like when you slap someone at 0 stamina, they like twirl and make like the fucking duck hunt sound, like as they like fly out of the ring, which I didn't see happen in any of the real stuff.
I guess to piggyback, I meant to say this earlier when you were talking about it being less and less popular.
Yeah.
I also watched a short Vice study of sumo wrestlers where they interview like former sumo wrestlers.
Yeah.
That like once you're on top, but once you stop being a sumo wrestler, all that fades very, very quickly.
Yeah, Girk was telling me actually that hazing was a big deal, like in I think 2006 or 2007. Like he was telling me like there was this thing where a sumo wrestler decided he was done and he went home, and then his peers drove to his house and dragged him out and killed him.
Whew,
Yeah, they killed him. And like that kind of put like a sour note on
I'd say
the sport.
so, yeah.
And it's like I told him, it's like I can't imagine a world in which like Kobe Bryant is like, I'm done playing basketball, and then like his team goes and murders him.
The Lakers drag him out and murder him.
I'm glad you knew who he played for because I don't. But yeah, it's like, oh man, you remember that time Kobe died?
Shouldn't have quit.
I mean, I agree.
It's how David Robinson died. Tim Duncan killed him when he retired. Jacob will appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Because basically when you become a successful sumo wrestler, it shortens your lifespan by 10 years. The average,
I believe
average
it.
sumo wrestler, lives 10 years shorter. I saw one where he got to like the third rank, but just couldn't hack it. It was difficult. He kept getting, because it's hard on your body being that heavy.
Kept getting diabetes.
He kept getting sick.
Goddamn, couldn't beat the diabetes away.
But now he's like a delivery driver and he hates his life.
Oh, that
Another
sucks.
one tore his Achilles tendon, and doctor said, do this one more time, you're not be able to walk.
Yeah.
So then he quit and became a chef for sumo wrestlers.
Tell me about that. There's a connection between sumo wrestling and food, right?
So any food made by sumo for sumo is called chanko nabe. So their entire diet, it can be any like curry and rice, whatever, as long as it's made by a sumo wrestler for a sumo wrestler, it's just overall called chanko nabe.
Okay.
And they're encouraged to eat as much as possible constantly.
Okay, so tying it back to the game, eating is very important because this game has a cutscene that every time you level up, and leveling up is important because we've talked about like you need those stats are important. You need to get your strength up. You need to get your defense up. And in order to do that, you eat. And so every time you level up, there's a tiny cutscene, a mini cutscene of your wrestler sitting down eating what looks like a bowl of something. I assumed soup. And they're empty bowls. And those empty bowls, each empty bowl represents one level that you have gained. So it's like when you reach level 15, you have 15 empty bowls of whatever chanko nabe that you've eaten. So that's cool. I like that they've incorporated that Tecmo incorporated that into the game.
Yeah, and then of course Yokozuna means grand champion, and you'll see that they wear the Orochimaru ropes.
Okay.
So if you see one with like white, the big white
purple ropes,
or purple,
like
just like I guess Orochimaru wears that to say he's the best ninja, the grand champion.
Okay.
But yeah, the ring is 15 feet wide.
Okay. No, this is the movie, The Ring.
The ring, yeah.
Ringu.
If you pass through it, you die. Let's see. So
After 7 days.
The rules of sumo. So you're allowed to push, slap. You can grab their waistband, which is called a mawashi.
Oh, I know, yeah. Because I had mine ripped off in the game.
Yep. That is technically another way to win.
That's legal.
That's
a legal move.
One of the 4 things that will get you disqualified. The 4th one being if you lose your mawashi.
You're disqualified if you lose it.
Yeah, so if an opponent takes it off of you.
Someone can just pants you and you're out. Because that happened to me in the game. Literally. Did you see the video I posted?
Yeah. What?
I was more surprised that this game has dick and balls in it.
Yep.
It's like little baby Goku
Shin-Chan,
dick and balls.
Yeah.
It's Shin-Chan. Yeah, I mean, it's like, and it got me thinking today at work. I was like, how often in American comedy, like how important is nudity in American comedy? And it's like, how rarely is that used? And then I'm like, it doesn't seem like it's used often.
I feel like last time I feel like I saw an emphasis on male nudity in a comedy setting was Orgasmo.
That's an old movie. But yeah, you're right. But it's like, and maybe this has to do with the content from Japan that I choose to consume. So there's a bias there because it's like I'm not watching Tokyo Nightly News, but like I am watching like Shin-Chan and Dragon Ball, like shit where like they're like, yeah, people are gonna love seeing a tiny pair of balls with a
Peeing
little
boy
dick.
fountain statues. I mean,
Yeah.
those are a big thing as well. So I mean, I think it's not a big deal over there.
Yeah, I could not believe that is one of the special finishers in this game is literally the other wrestler rips my
Mawashi.
off. You know how I remembered that?
Musashi.
Mawashi.
Because it's all, the mawashi is one long piece of fabric.
Okay.
That is tied a special way.
Okay.
So my pure conjecture is you should know how to tie it. If you don't know how to tie it and lose it, well, that's your own fault.
I can't control that in that fucking video game, Tyler.
Yeah, there should have. I don't know.
I didn't
how
also
that is.
rinse my mouth out with water.
Yeah. You shouldn't be able to compete in the first place then. Let's see. You can sort of redirect and push people out of the way. You can lock limbs and basically, not really submission, but lock limbs and push them down.
Okay. This is all in the game.
You can trip and then throw them down, so they hit the ground, or pick them up and throw them out.
Okay. And these are all like in the game you can use your opponent's momentum against them, which is so much fun.
Yeah.
Because it's like if someone is pushing on you, there's a button combination like back and B that you can do that'll flip them essentially. So it's like one of my favorite things to do is if I'm about to ring out, like if I'm being pushed out of the ring, is to desperately try to flip my opponent, because what happens is we switch positions and it's like all of a sudden that motherfucker is about to get pushed out. And then I can kind of hopefully press an advantage there. You can also when they charge at you, there's a move you can do like down and B, which essentially is like a down slap, which sends them like way off balance. So like there's a chance like if you're near the edge of the ring, they can charge you, and if you can land this, it's hard to time. But if you land this, you can send them out of the ring from their own momentum, which is really fun.
I feel like I saw that happen to you, and you're like, what the
oh
fuck?
yeah, no, it totally happened to me. And it's like, but that's also part of the fun of the game is like before you level up, I mean, it's a whole lot of like hit and miss. I mean, you're winning, you're losing, but they don't, the penalty for, there's like no penalty for losing other than like your rank or whatever in the tournament. But it's like the game doesn't punish you for losing. Like it's not like, oh damn, I lost, so now I have to wait 15 minutes to get back in the game or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. The next match is
match.
right here.
Let's see. What will get you disqualified? Because you can't punch.
Okay.
Poke sensitive areas. So I guess eye pokes or
Balls.
You can't grab anyone's crotch.
Yeah.
And if you lose your mawashi, you're disqualified.
Okay.
Yep. So that's about all I have on Sumo.
That's a lot of information. When I was curious also about the popularity. I asked Girk about that too, because I was like, how popular? Like, I mean, is Sumo like NBA basketball in Japan? And to be fair, he said that he wasn't exactly sure, but he said that he would put it on par. That's a pun. With golf in America, as far as the way that like they show it on like basic cable, and it's like a thing that the older population is into, but also the kids are into. Which I realize that's different than golf here. But he said that
Tiger
like,
Woods changed it a little bit.
yeah, that is true. And Happy Gilmore. I mean, the shit that Happy Gilmore did for the sport. I mean, that brought
That's
all the
true.
young ones in.
I broke all sorts of clubs
Yeah.
trying to do that at the driving range.
So I don't know.
Oh, it made my youth leader so mad because
Tell me about
he
that.
owned a golf course.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Like a small, like in Draffinville. So you can imagine a golf course in Draffinville. It was like
Not really.
a 9-hole small golf course and like driving range.
Okay.
So we would all get up there and get fucking the biggest drivers we could and try to hit it like Happy Gilmore. We were like taking divots out of the ground and bending these clubs and fucking furious.
Your
at us.
youth minister just needs to light up.
Oh, dude, he's a fucking asshole anyway.
Just
Fucking
tell him
hate
about-
that guy.
yeah.
Hate that guy.
Just tell him about Shinto.
I should have. Fuck you, we're all Shintoists now.
Excuse me. The Lord has laid this heavily on my heart. You suck.
I mean, yeah, he's part of the reason. Like, I eventually just like, man, fuck this.
Yeah.
He's why my parents left that church. So like, guy was a dick. Guy was a dick anyway.
I gotcha. So he's gonna be on the next episode.
Absolutely.
The next time we talk about Bible adventures, he's on.
Eddie, come on down. Yeah,
we'll do Noah's Ark 3D again.
Because I think I told the story a long time ago. Jacob York's roommate, his freshman year of college, a guy he knew in high school, didn't particularly like, but got randomly matched up with, spent a ton of his time in his dorm room playing "It's My Life" on his acoustic guitar.
It's my life.
Yeah, raging against his dad. Youth leader was his dad. So,
okay, I got you.
Yeah. Oh man,
it's now or never.
Yeah. Never could I live forever. I don't know. I used to listen to that song a lot, but
I dated
it's
a
the
girl.
first Bon Jovi song I think I ever heard.
Yeah, it wasn't the first one I heard, but I remember like Bon Jovi started making a comeback when you and I started college. Or actually, it was honestly like I felt like when I was a freshman, so it would have been like your senior year.
Yeah.
And it's like I dated a girl in college who like loved Bon Jovi, and it was kind of one of those. Where it was like she was like, "Don't you like this?" And I was like, "Not really, but I'm okay fucking you to it."
No, but I'll finger you in the garage to it. It's fine.
No. We graduated at that point. Yeah, if Davey Pooh wasn't getting his dick wet, then he's not going to listen to Bon Jovi for you. Sorry. I'm a college boy now. That's high school shit.
Oh, well, you have anything else on this game?
Yeah, man. I first of all recommend, if you're listening to this and any of this sounds remotely interesting to you at all, please play this game. Please play this game. I think you'll enjoy it a lot. It was a lot of fun. I don't want to stop playing it. I wanted to stream it again today, but I had to be here to record. I wanted to stream it last night, but I needed to have sex. So, that's just the way it goes. Yeah, I wanted to talk about the difficulty curve and how this game gets really hard the higher you rank up, which is cool. But it does reach a point where I felt like I had to level up before I could progress. And it's like, that's kind of a bummer because I just knew that and you level up after X amount of wins. So I knew that I would just have to grind away until I was a high enough level to beat the wrestlers that I couldn't beat. So that was that's kind of a negative. Also, the sprites in this game are fucking amazing at how expressive they are. If you like anime at all, I promise you'll like the sprite work because they're very emotive. Like when your wrestler wins, I think Drex said this in chat, but like your wrestler's face literally looks like carrot ___ carrot. Like, I mean, he is it looks just like the way that, you remember like in the 90s when it was cool to use like Japanese emotes? Maybe not. But like that was a big thing on IRC for me. It was like, I remember the first time someone used like carrot _ carrot instead of parentheses. I was like, what is that? And they're like, it's a Japanese smile.
It's racist.
And I was like, what's all this about? So yeah, I mean, I think that's neat. And like they have like what I'm learning is that there are, from watching anime and playing Japanese video games that are cartoonish, there are like tropes and there are expressions that reoccur in these games. And it's like, when something like devastating happens to somebody in an anime and like they realize it and their eyes turn into like perfect circles that are like really, really dark and around the edges. That happens to you in this game. Like, when someone performs a special finisher on you, like the one that I can speak of specifically is like when you slap an opponent and they have 0 stamina and they go flying out of the ring, like when you slap them, their face turns into that before they fly out of the ring because it's like they realize that they have lost this match before the match is over. And it's like, I fucking love that. I mean, that's super expressive. And it's like, that's what gets me into a sports game. It's like all I need is like this little veneer of cuteness. Yeah. Honestly, that's all I need. This charm. I need this little bit of charm.
Who wants a simulator? No, thank you.
Not me. I really don't. And I think it's weird because it's like this game was actually billed as a sumo wrestling simulator, not a sumo wrestling arcade game. Which kind of makes me curious, like the sumo wrestling games that came out before this, how outlandish were they?
Yeah.
Because like this gets pretty outlandish,
Yeah,
honestly. And they all like most of that revolves around the special finishers, like ripping the mawashi off and like stuff like that. Where and it's like there's another move where like it's a straight up suplex. Where it's like you can do a finisher where it's like one sumo wrestler just grabs the other, bends backwards, and they crater into the fucking ring. Another one is they fastball special one of the sumo wrestlers, and they just throw them straight up into the air, and they do their victory pose, and then the other wrestler just slams craters into the earth. So, I mean, that's really cool. I like that. I need stuff like that. And it's like, I don't feel like Tecmo Bowl had that stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of North American sports games up until like, I don't know, I shouldn't say up until, but like the big one that sticks out in my mind is NBA Jam. I liked NBA James as a kid because of that outlandish shit. Where it's
and
like
it's still fun to this day.
It's still fucking fun. It's like all like it's crazy how fun it is for the basketball to catch on fire. Like, I mean, it's like it shouldn't make me as excited as it does, but it fucking does. And it's like,
and if Shaq could have thrown a basketball in Shaq Fu, that would have made a better game.
Maybe potentially. I think you and I both agree that Shaq Fu is not nearly as bad as people say that it is.
It is not. We have played far worse
way
games than
worse
Shaq
games than Shaq Fu. Also, I like the sound effects, man. The sound effects, like when somebody, like when you slam another wrestler on the ground, there's this. You've watched more anime than I have, so you might know. But to me, it sounds like this happens sometimes, and it's a sound I can't describe. Here's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like a wooden bucket being dropped on the ground. It's like that tung tung sound, and it's kind of like Law and Order, but like wooden, hollow. And like whenever you slam someone down on the ground, like that, it makes that sound, and that sound like just lights up those endorphins, and it's like, man, this feels good. Like this feels like a victory, and normally it feels like a victory because it's like a lot of these fights are hard fought. I mean, it's like button mashing like desperately to be like, I know if I can just hit the A button faster, I'll have this. So I don't know. That's a lot of fun. This game is very like, playing it and watching it are very different because it's like playing it is kind of like frantic, but like watching it, it kind of looks like there's not a whole lot going on.
It looks like you're just kind of pushing back and forth.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
But you made it fun. Like that was one of the more enjoyable streams I've watched you do.
Good.
Really
I'm glad to hear that. I was enjoying the game, which really, really super helps.
That's making.
And it's also not a game that needs a guide, which is wonderful because it's like once you understand the core mechanics of the game, it's like you just fucking go and play.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to worry about, well, I might run out of jelly beans. So do I need to give the blob what jelly bean do I need to give the blob? You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to be wandering around this dungeon forever kind of deal.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's kind of got that element to it where it's just kind of fun to pick up and play. It does have a password system, which is tough for me because I don't understand Japanese characters.
Yeah. Right, T with a dot above it.
Right, yeah.
Or a circle, okay. A house with a door and a gym. Okay, yeah. All right.
Right. I'm so glad you brought up that because it's like one of the first things you do when you start this game is you got to name your wrestler. And it's like I'm shown all this kanji. I have no idea what any of it fucking means. So the first thing I do is, all right, let's pick out the ones that look like like English letters. Well, that one kind of looks like a T, and that one kind of looks like an O. So we're going with Tot.
Go with Tot. We can do Otto. We can do Toot.
We can do
and Toto.
Toot. Why did I do Toot? Damn it! I should have done Toot. And I'm also like, I'm pretty sure that is definitely the Wu-Tang symbol.
Because I guess I should also say, like, I think the music is pretty much all the same, except it'll change on the championship match. You'll get a different song.
Cool.
And then in the actual sumo tournaments, whoever wins the most matches out of the 15 is the victor.
Okay.
And if two tie, then they square off like a death match to see who wins.
Cool. I don't know if that happened in this game, because what happens at the end of each tournament is Tot was shown on a TV screen, and then an anchor man spoke moon language around him. And it's like, it kind of sucks not knowing what he says, but at the same time, it's also kind of nice, because it's like, I feel like I did well in that tournament. So I bet he's saying really nice things.
Yeah.
And also he talks like a Muppet. So, I mean,
You will die 10 years before you thought you would. Enjoy your cup of ramen. My God.
So, I mean, that's all like the big stuff. There was a sequel for this that came out on the SNES. Well, I say the SNES, the Super Famicom. I am interested in checking it out, but I don't expect us to do an episode on it.
Hey, I'm fine with it.
I don't feel like it'd be a whole lot different than this one, I'm afraid. So, but we can if you want. I mean,
okay.
It's totally on my list to play. There are a lot of 2D sumo wrestling games. There's actually a Hardcore Gaming 101 article on it. That's another there isn't a whole lot of information on Tsuppari Ozumo on the English internet. Like I found the good news is we're going to be real high up in the search results. Our SEO is going to look really good. Like our year review, I'm going to be like, all right, here are our top SEO results. Tara Reid nipple and Tsuppari Ozumo. So
tied with Bailey J.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we're slipping on Bailey J. We need to up our Bailey J SEO.
Shit. All right.
Clearly, we need to get her on the show.
Yeah, damn right. Do you have any achievements?
I do have some achievements. As usual, I like to take achievements from Twitch chat when I stream, and as usual, Twitch chat did not let me down. We have a plethora of achievements. The first of which is coming from Dr. Drunk, who I changed the title of his achievement. But in spirit, it's still there, so I wanted to give him credit. The achievement is, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? In order to unlock, what did the 5 fingers say to the face? I don't know why I said it like an Alabama lawyer. You need to Mississippi. Sorry, I say to the guy. I say you need to slap your opponent out of the ring clearly, and then yell unity. Next achievement. This comes from Prince of Caps Xander. Not so incredible. And in order to unlock Not So Incredible, you need to beat the Hulk. There is a sumo wrestler in this game who is green skinned and is wearing bright purple mawashi. So, nice. Not so incredible. And I've got another achievement. This is coming from Edgelord Kyle. It's called 404, File Almost Found. And in order to unlock 404, File Almost Found, you need to name your character Tot. Which also looks like the number 404 because of the upstroke on the end. It kind of does look like a 4. But don't actually acknowledge the fact that it looks like a 404. So you can once again find a way not to mention Paul Pig. 404 Lord Paul Pig. So apologies once again, Paul. And then I have 2 of my own, if you'll bear with me. I know these are a lot of achievements. I try to limit it to 5.
Get it, son.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. And in order to do that, you just masturbate for 6 hours.
Damn.
And then someone pushes you over and then you finish. It's easy to push you over because your body is just
your stamina
tired.
Is all the way depleted.
Stamina meter is depleted.
They just slap you, you fall over into a big spurt.
Yeah, exactly. And the good news is my mawashi is already off at that point. In order to unlock Don't Push Me because I'm close to the edge, you need to come back from the edge of the ring and win. That is one of the most fun experiences in this game, is to feel like you will be on the brink of losing the match and like you can turn it around if you play it smart or if you're just stronger than the other wrestler. Last achievement I got is I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. And in order to unlock, I put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. You need to win a match by
DLC character, Missy Elliott.
Missy Elliott. Man, we need to ROM hack this, dude. Okay, so when we ROM hack this and make Robo Push, Missy Elliott is the Yokozuna, like 100%.
We take all the people in Def Jam Vendetta and reskin them to be sumo wrestlers in this game.
I fucking love it, dude.
So your trainer is cartoon purpley Henry Rollins.
I fucking love it, man. We can make the next Charles Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. And it is Robo Push. It is Robo Push. Actually, how about I just make a shirt for Robo Push?
Def Jam's Robo Push.
Def Jam's Robo Push trademark. Would anyone buy that? Let us know. And those are all the achievements I have. Tyler, do you have any achievements?
I've got 2. Purple People Eater.
All right, awesome.
And I believe I saw you not just a green Rikishi, but there's also a purple one.
There are a lot of
different colors.
They're all like Doug's friends.
Yeah, damn.
Well, because I feel like the Tecmo probably was like, well, they can't all look the same, right? So why not make one that looks kind of like Skeeter from Doug?
Chalky Studebaker. You beat the green Rikishi. Roger Klotz beat the Yokozuna green Rikishi.
I don't know if you know this or not, but BB is totally in Robo Push. I've heard a rumor. We'll have to wait for E3 to find out whether or not she's in the Robo Push dojo. We should do that, and we should make a site that's like parodies Super Smash Brothers. You know how they have that like dojo site where it's like new character has been announced. BB from Doug.
BB Bluff.
Nice, man. Deep pool. I fucking love it. Also, Andy from The Office is in Robo Push.
Oh, man.
How have we not talked about Smash Brothers at this point, too?
I don't know.
I feel like that's the closest approximation to a sumo wrestling game I've ever played before
somebody
this.
off the edge, it's true.
That and I guess Virtua Fighter. That had ring outs,
Ring out,
right?
too.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Virtua Fighters ring
But that had
outs.
weapons and shit, right? Yeah. So a whip.
Did somebody have Maybe
I'm not the biggest Virtua Fighter guy.
God, I haven't played Virtua Fighter games.
And I only played it at
ever.
the arcade like a couple times. I never played like the PlayStation version.
Yeah. And then my last one is Dicks Out for Yokozuna. And that is when you win a match by ripping off someone's
Nice.
wabi.
Nice. Okay, cool. I like it. You also have to name your wrestler Amy. Amy Good Gorilla.
Good Gorilla.
Good Gorilla. Cool, man.
Yeah.
I got some questions for you.
Hell yeah.
How much do you think this game is on price charting? For the Famicom, how much do you think?
So, is it in
Tsuppari? No, it is in dollars. These are from the American market.
Ooh.
How much do you think this game is used on average according to pricecharting.com? Once again, in case you've forgotten, this game is Tsuppari Ozumo.
$30.
Tyler.
Importing it, not super popular. Yeah, $30.
Tyler. Actual retail value of Tsuppari Ozumo used on pricecharting.com at the time of this recording, $6.04.
Wow. Okay.
Famicom games, cheap. Famicom games are cheap as fuck,
Okay.
typically. And like, not only that, they had multicolored cartridges. So like, not this game, unfortunately. I think this game was like white, but like a lot of games, like, you know how like Maximum Carnage for the SNES, like that red cartridge is like a huge fucking deal.
Black cartridge for Killer Instinct.
Yeah, the black cartridge for Killer Instinct and the gold cartridge for Zelda. I don't know this for sure, but this is a rumor that I've heard. The rumor that I've heard is that the color of the cartridges was part of the patent when it was submitted to the U.S. government. So because of that, typically they don't stray from that gray color that was in the patent. I have no idea if that's true or if that is playground bullshit. If anybody out there listening knows, let me know, but that is the rumor that I've heard. But like the Famicom games are really cool because, I mean, they're like a rainbow of colors. I mean, you have blue cartridges, yellow cartridges. So it's really neat.
That is neat.
This game, complete, you got to guess, on pricecharting.com?
$40.
$16.31.
Shit.
And there's new as well.
$40.
Pretty fucking damn close. $50.13.
Wow.
This, okay, I've joked before on this show about buying games, but I am literally, like, I am honestly considering buying a Famicom and buying this game.
That'd be pretty cool.
I think it'd be really fun to have a Tsuppari Ozumo tournament.
At the cabin?
I was thinking at Louisville Arcade Expo, but it would be
Oh,
wonderful
yeah,
at the cabin party too. But it's like the Experience Grind guys did the ice hockey tournament.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And it was a lot of fun. I
Man.
think this game would be excellent because it is like very easy to learn, and it's like I didn't get a chance to do any of the 1v1 in this game.
Hey, that's a
any
good
the
use of
versus
Patreon
mode.
funds. Say go for it.
I think I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I think I've honestly I've wanted a Famicom
I
for a
support
long
this.
time, decade at least. So I don't know. I might do it.
No, you should.
I might also
You
just
should
get a
do it.
Famicom Mini instead because
Oh.
this game was on the Famicom Mini.
Oh, yeah, that's the way to go then.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I have.
Wow.
I've had a lot of fun talking to you about sumo stuff. You've taught me a lot. Really, seriously.
You've taught me a lot.
Well, we teach each other.
Yeah.
That's how this marriage works.
That's
This
true.
podcast marriage.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with an actual legal romantic marriage.
With the lesser legal marriages.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But before we close things out, I have a couple of questions for you. Important ones. The first of which is, if you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would it be?
I would give this the beard of The Big Show from the WWE.
Not to be confused with the WWF,
Right.
the Worldwide Wildlife
The
Foundation.
Worldwide Wildlife Federation. Because The Big Show is like the big, physically big guy in WWE.
Okay.
He's like over 7 feet tall.
Wow, that's big.
enormous guy.
Is he
And
700 pounds?
I know he weighs a lot.
705.
705 pounds. I know that I surmise he's a big fan of sumo.
Oh, yeah?
Because there's a clip of, I'm sure it was at a pay-per-view event, it had to have been, where Yokozuna comes over and they have a sumo match in WWE ring, the Big Show.
With a real Yokozuna?
With a real Yokozuna.
No shit.
And
Is that online?
and the Yokozuna is almost as big as he is. Yeah, it's online. I'll put it in the show notes.
I want to watch that.
Yeah. And he ends up like the Yokozuna wins and pushes him out of the ring, and then then he gets up and they shake hands and they cheer and they're
So it's a
best
sumo
friends.
It's a sumo match. It's not like a, what do they call it, like a ladder thing?
Right. It's not like tables, ladders, and chairs. So yeah, I give it the beard of the Big Show.
Okay, cool. I like it. Tyler,
Yes, Dave.
if you were to give this game a pair of glasses, that sums up how you feel about it. Because you have a beard and I have glasses. We haven't mentioned that in probably
long
4
time.
years. What kind of glasses would
I
you give
also
it?
occasionally have glasses.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yes.
I would give this the glasses of the 585-pound Japanese Yokozuna.
Only 585?
Only 585.
What's up with that?
Yamamoto Yama and his cute little glasses on his very large
He wore glasses.
frame. Yes.
Were they round? Please tell me they were round glasses.
I don't think they were.
Like he's like Hank McCoy.
They are a little bit like wireframe glasses.
Yes, I love it. Excuse me, sir. Where did you get those glasses? I ate Gandhi. I could not digest the glasses.
He would not eat, so I ate him.
Wow, I didn't realize you were such a pro colonizer.
He denied his
Yokozuna?
wife life-saving antibiotics and then later took them himself to save his own life, so I ate him.
Is that for real?
That's for real.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't know that. No wonder he's such an asshole in Civilization 2.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No one launches nukes in Civ 2 like Gandhi, man.
I've heard that it's sort of a misnomer that actually happened, but
What, the nukes?
the nukes.
I lived it, man. It happened.
the medication
Oh, okay.
thing that he denied him to her because she was dead no matter what.
I see.
So and he still had a chance to survive. So
I
he
gotcha.
took them. So it's not as corrupted as it looks. But
It does look very,
looks very
very
bad.
corrupt.
It looks very, very
It does
bad.
look very bad.
So
All right, so
I also know he cheated on his wife with the goiter lady from Seinfeld. So
what?
the woman who had the goiter that Elaine was with.
Yeah.
She's like, that's my
right.
hot.
Oh, okay, right. God, man, that reference just like zoom.
Oh, and then real quick, I want to plug because Melissa made a GoFundMe page for our beloved listener edgelord Kyle Purtleball.
Yeah, the achievement gladiator.
Yeah, he had a very, very harrowing situation that his
fucking
fiance,
scary.
mother of their 3 kids, she had a stroke. She's been put into a coma, and I know things are just sort of rough for him right now.
Yeah.
So she made, and it's being supported by a lot of wonderful people in the nation, a GoFundMe page trying to help him make ends meet while he goes through this, and while his wife, they do surgeries and try for her to recover.
Yeah.
So if you want to help edgelord Kyle out in any way, I'm sure he appreciates anything. That is, I guess we'll have a link to that in the show notes,
Yeah.
and it's on the TADPOG Nation page.
Yeah. Tadpog.com is where the show notes live. We don't really plug that like we used to, but just curious, because normally we just use it as shorthand where it's like it's in the show notes.
Yeah.
But
If anybody, you probably don't want to go see it, but if you do, it's there.
what's that? The website?
The stuff in the show notes.
Oh yeah, I know. It's so lightly trafficked. It's ridiculous. But it's also one of those things where it's like, I want to have a nice site, but at the same time, so many podcasts like successful ones, like really successful ones, don't even have a site. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like one of those things where it's like,
Is this something we want to invest time and money
right,
into?
yeah, exactly. Which is like, we could totally have someone build it, or I could spend a lot of hours trying to figure it out. But it's like, do we really want to do that?
Yeah.
But anyway, that's that. Not to steal the spotlight from the GoFundMe. Totally. Please. We're sending our good thoughts Kyle's way for sure.
Yeah. You got anything else? We good?
I mean, just regular closing stuff down. I mean,
Okay.
that's what we're kind of into right
Yeah,
now, right?
yeah.
We do have wow.
Ooh.
This is a big one.
Oh, man.
Tyler.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. The Lord has laid something heavy on my heart that I need to express to you.
Oh, give me your Dave testimony.
Does this game belong on the NES Classic, Tyler?
Oh, no.
Because it never came out on the NES.
Came on the NES and it would have bombed here. It's a fun game, but no.
All right.
On the Famicom, sounds, absolutely.
Yeah.
On the NES
Yeah, you're
Classic.
kind of making me sad
Yeah.
because I thought this game was really good.
It's really good.
Dude, honestly, I thought this game was... And I'm not just saying that because it's fucking obscure. That, I'm not going to lie to you,
Sumo hipster.
has... I mean, that has an appeal. It really
Yeah.
does. Like, you know me well enough. You know part of my personality is I like finding good qualities in things that other people either don't see or don't care about. Like, that's... one of like, I don't know. And it's not like a personal mantra or anything. It's not something I strive for. It's just kind of the way I'm built. I like the fact that I was streaming this game on Twitch felt really good.
Yeah.
Because I was like, who has ever heard of this fucking game? Not many people.
Not many people.
So it's like, it's fun to like play something that is so old, but at the same time, very new to me. You know what I mean? And it's like, I get that I experienced that with old NES games that I've never played, but most of the time I've heard of those games at least. Like, this is a game that I grew up with. No one on the playground ever told me about Tsuppari Ozumo. No one, like, you know what I mean? Like, I reached the age of 36 before this game even fucking showed up on my radar. And it's like, wait, yeah, I do want to play this game that's 31 years old. That I've never heard of in my entire fucking life. So I don't know. I kind of get, I don't know. I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really do.
Good.
I like
All
stuff
right.
like that. But be prepared. I do think that a new segment that I'm going to have for the rest of TADPOG is going to be, does this game belong on the NES Classic?
Okay.
It's a new thing.
Cool. I'm down. Well, thanks for listening, everybody. We found that show on iTunes, Stitcher. Hey, YouTube. Got that on the YouTube.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you, executive producer Janie, for putting our old episodes on there.
Hell yes.
Also, I've been putting the Twitch archive on there as well.
Perfect.
Not viewed very much, but that's fine.
Hey, it's there.
That it's there.
Yeah. It's
to,
archived.
To be real, yeah, that is a big part of it.
Yeah.
Because I do miss not being able to, like, it's fucking crazy. I realize that when I am about to die, I'm not going to be like, oh, I need to listen to all those episodes of TADPOG. And
Get
also,
my kids out of here. Let me watch myself play games on
Right.
Twitch.
I know that's not going to happen.
I want to watch young Dave get furious at Ghosts and Goblins.
And beat Ghosts and Goblins. That's the other thing. It's like, other than the clip, I don't fucking have that. And I know I can go back and beat Ghosts and Goblins, but it sucks that I know that I filmed myself beating Ghosts and Goblins for the first fucking time in my life. And it's like, I can't go back
don't
and just
have it.
watch it in its entirety. It
Yeah,
sucks.
I would love to see old Dave. When old Dave dies, just crumbles into bones, like
Arthur. Yeah, but then I'll be like, as it happens, I'll experience joy because I'll know my tombstone will say, "Beat ghosts and goblins."
And that's it.
That's all. Not even a year, not even like a range
Not even
of days.
David Moore.
No,
Just
beat ghosts and goblins, and it's like people are gonna walk by that grave and be like, "God damn, a badass is fucking buried there."
Then they're gonna kick it, and then Grim Reaper.
A witch is going to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, me dressed as a witch. A hologram of me as a witch is going to turn them into a frog.
We don't know what we're going to do next week.
I have some suggestions.
Okay.
Would you like to go over them right now?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, here we go. There are some other games that came out on the Famicom Mini if you're interested.
Okay.
One of them is a platformer called The Mystery of Atlantis. Don't know anything about that one. There is, oh boy, bear with me. Downtown Neketsu, Koshin Kyoko, Saruki, Dai Undokai, which is a Kunio-kun game.
Ooh, okay.
But I think it's like a Kunio-kun like sports game. Final Fantasy III also came out on the Famicom Mini. I really want to play that, dude, but it is not around a holiday time, which means it's going to be hard for me to play that one.
Yeah.
Unless, even if we broke it into 2
like
weeks,
2,
it's going to be fucking hard for me to get through that one.
Yeah.
Mario Open Golf, that's on there. Have we talked about a golf game in Tadpog history?
I don't think so.
I don't think we have. Here's the harsh reality of us talking about Mario Open Golf. I've played it before. It's a fun game, but it's a golf game, and it's like it. I hate to be this way, man, but it's like, okay, when you remember when the Tiger Woods games were like popular, like in the mid 2000s, like 2005 or whatever. Let's just do right in the middle. I remember playing that game. I remember making a golfer that looked just like me and then like crying. But it's one of those where it's like, golf games have not come a long way.
No.
They have not come a long way. Like, I mean, they just haven't. I mean, a lot of the mechanics from early golf games are fucking, at least in 2005, were still there. You go to swing, a meter fills up and then depletes and then fills up and depletes. And you press a button and it determines your power.
Yeah. The only golf game I played the shit out of, and Brandon will know what I'm talking about because he owned the exact same kind of computer.
Tony Hawk's Pro Golf.
Tony Hawk's Pro Golf. I forget what it was, but it was the golf game that came with my compact Presario.
Oh, shit, son.
Back in like 1996.
Compact Golf, 1996.
Yeah.
Sure you're not
Brandon and I
Ski Free?
played that a lot. We played that and the Yukon Trail that came with it.
I played, what I realized playing Mario Open Golf is that I had a DOS game, a golf DOS game as a kid growing up that is just a ripoff of that game. It is just a ripoff of that game. So I don't know. That's an option. If we want to talk about it, we can. There was River City Ransom on the Famicom Mini. We've already done an episode on that. Solomon's Key, which we just did last week, which did very well, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to that. Tsuppari Ozumo, which we're on right now. And then Yai R Kung Fu, which is like one of the first fighting games. And I know you and I have talked about Kung Fu, which is a different game, but we also haven't touched that one. So those are the games that are on the Famicom Mini. I also have a few other suggestions.
Okay.
I've brought these up before. Garfield Kart. Garfield Kart is a game that exists. So there's that. I know Shadowrunner Cody suggested TMNT, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles for the NES, a game that I would have loved to have seen on the NES Classic. There's a game called Minute, which I brought up before, which is kind of like The Legend of Zelda, but you only have a minute to live, and you just replay it. People have been saying it reminds them of Link's Awakening, so that kind of pinged on my radar. I have never played Wrecking Crew. I've never played Wrecking Crew, and when I was doing research on Solomon's Key, Wrecking Crew kept coming up. And then finally, a game we have talked about doing many times on the show and have never done and has kind of gone dormant is a Bobo's Big Adventure.
Yeah, a Bobo's Big Adventure would be fun.
Yeah, you want to do that?
Well, I don't know. Do you want to?
Yeah, let's do it.
Do you want to leave it up to listeners?
Not yet.
Not
Eventually.
yet? Okay.
Then I feel like the next list will be Patreon listener determined.
Okay.
But as far as like in the interim, I'm okay just doing whatever we want to do. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
And it's like, this is a perfect time to do stuff like a Bobo's Big Adventure because that game is not on a list. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, let's do that.
And it's like,
let's do that.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay.
I've never played it, so I'm excited
I played
to play
about
it.
half of it.
Okay, cool.
It's in the same vein as like
Charles Barkley, Shut Up the Jam, Gaiden.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I kind of a Bobo's Big Adventure was mentioned a few times while I was playing because we were talking about the funny shit that was happening in Tsuppari Ozumo, and a Bobo's Big Adventure came up, and I was like, you know what? Actually, I've never played that. And Dr. Drunk fucking beat me up over it.
All right, yeah, sounds good. Bobo's Big Adventure.
Cool.
Hey, I mean, you can like us on Facebook, facebook.com/tadpog.
Yep.
You can join the nation if you're cool.
Yeah, that is a Facebook
the
group
Tadpog
that's
Nation.
private.
You can leave us a review on iTunes or on Facebook or on
Yes.
Amazon for those shirts.
And I want to take a moment to thank GWalker34 for a 5-star iTunes review.
Nice.
I feel like it was last episode we asked for them, and we did get one from GWalker34 who
Nice.
said, the podcast that is so much fun, you think you're chilling with your friends. Dave and Tyler are really cool people. Love being a part of the Tadpog Nation. So GWalker34, thank you very much. We appreciate it. It really does help the show. It's one of those things where it's like if you can't spare a buck, but you still want to help, that is the biggest way to help.
Go through and leave us reviews on everything.
Yep.
That would, yeah, that does
We
help.
would love it. It does help us grow.
Do you want a Tadpog shirt?
Yeah.
Before our
shirts,
our RoboPush shirt.
shirts.
That is
Everybody.
shirts. Shirts.tadpog.com. Did I get it right?
Shirts.tadpog.com. You
Yeah,
Nailed it.
yeah,
Keep your
yeah.
eyes peeled. That RoboPush.
That new shirt.
RoboPush shirt
Yeah.
is gonna pop up on there any day now. I've actually legitimately thought about approaching Sandwich Pope Phil and asking if we could use the Dave Style Chicken logo that he drew in MS Paint.
Dude, that would be
as a t-shirt. I would wear that. I would fucking wear that shirt.
I'm 100% on board for that being the next Tadpog shirt. I love it.
Sandwich Pope
love
Phil, if you're listening, which I hope you are, let us know if you're on board. We'll give you a cut. I'm
Yep.
cool with that.
Yep.
I'm cool to give you a cut
yep.
of the proceeds, but if we could have that art on a shirt, god damn it, I would wear that. God damn it, I would wear it.
That's really good. I didn't even think about that, but you're right.
It was the first thing I thought of when I saw it on Facebook. When he posted it on Facebook, I was like, God damn it, he did it.
Because that's what I thought of.
It's the perfect
of Sean putting the Charles Manson with the Tadpog sticker over his
Right.
swastika. I would love that as a shirt, but I don't know the logistics of that.
That's a harder one to print for sure.
Or where anybody would really feel comfortable wearing that.
I wouldn't wear that one. I'm sorry, Sean. I'm Dirty Thursday.
It's like if everyone wears that to the Louisville Arcade Expo. If that's our group shirt.
What are you guys, like Charlie Manson groupies? Or
Yeah, we're the new Manson family.
that's actually our spinoff podcast.
Tadpog, the new
The
Manson
new
family.
Manson family. Tadpog colon. Fuck it. Tadpog semicolon. We're not super committed.
Oh shit. Well, yeah. That's. Hey, if you want to send us something like like Trash Bear did, you can send that to Tadpog Studios, care of Nicole Nance, PO Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Thank you, Trash Bear. We do have a Patreon, which we mentioned earlier. You can find that at patreon.com/tadpog. If you chip in $1, you get access to monthly bonus episodes and all of the bonus episodes that we have done over the course of, God, I don't know, like 2 years now. There are a lot of bonus episodes on there. If you want to do that, we'd really appreciate it. I'd like to take a moment to thank God Emperor Alex Pena. Can't stop this guy from upping his donation.
Cousin David scared him probably.
Maybe.
David's getting close.
Dude, Alex, thank you, man. You're fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
It is unbelievable how much you donate and how often you up that donation.
You're our Sheldon Adelson. Like, you just enable our conservative agenda with your massive, massive pledge.
Also, I'd like to thank Platinum member Brett for upping his donation.
Oh, shit.
Sizable fucking donation, Brett. Man, we really fucking appreciate it,
He's
dude.
the Platinum member.
He is the Platinum member, and thanks, dude. You're fucking awesome. So this brings up a question for you, Tyler. This is important.
Okay.
We're like $33 away from $500 a month on Patreon. are you still willing? You have a different job now, and you have like 4 children now, past the point when we said that we would go to Sears Portrait Studio and get a photograph taken of us in our tuxedos.
Was that 500 or 600?
I thought it was 5.
Okay, yeah, no, it's fine.
You want to?
Yeah.
Would you be down to do it?
Oh yeah, there's
So you're still in.
yeah, there's one in Clarksville.
All right.
So if we want to go to distinctly a Sears Portrait Studio,
we don't have one anymore, but here in Paducah. But yeah. I mean, it doesn't have to specifically be Sears. Can I be honest with you? Who I wanted to get. Do you remember when you were? Of course you do, because you did it. Do you remember when you were doing the column for Sug Street Post? Mm-hmm. You had an amazing photograph
to have Luke
done.
do that. Yeah.
Do you know that guy? Do you think he would do it? I mean, of course we're willing to pay him.
If we went to Madisonville, I'm sure Luke would do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because he did a wonderful job with your photograph. And it's like, I know part of the allure is the fact that we go into a public place dressed ridiculously with the pillows. But like, we're going to get some really good photographs from Luke, I feel like. And we're not going to get great ones from Sears.
Yeah.
So I'd rather have like wonderful ones of us being absolute dickheads than mediocre ones.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe the Sears Portrait Studio is very good.
We want something you're proud to put on your desk at work.
That's right.
You get a 5x7. Put it in a frame,
glossy.
put it on your desk at work.
Yeah. Next Dragon Con, Tyler and I are going to be at the Hall of Fame with our photographs in the
We
pillows.
signing our
We signed for the pillows.
Yeah,
we don't,
yeah.
We're not the
We don't
stars.
do it.
It's the pillows. I've already got the pillow picked out.
Chocolata and whatever the other one are from Necopara. They're our body pillows.
Deedlet's mine. I'm sorry. Deedlet's, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
She's my waifu.
yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do about it? Try and stop me. Fuck. How did I go all this way and not talk about Keijo, the fucking sumo? Okay, so as part of research, what I decided to do was like, there's got to be anime for sumo wrestling. There has to be.
You're right.
And the one that kept popping up was an anime called Keijo, which is, and it's followed by like 18 exclamation points. This is an anime that I knew in passing from Kyle of Experience Grind. He had posted some GIFs in the Nation of some female fighters slamming their boobs and butts against each other. This anime is essentially about sumo wrestling that exclusively buxom 18-year-old girls participate in. And the idea is to knock your opponent out of the ring into water. And they wear bathing suits because, why not? And I will say this, it is on Crunchyroll, and it is worth mentioning. It is not dirty enough to jerk it to, but it is definitely dirty enough to be uncomfortable while watching it with your significant other. I was watching it in bed, and Nikki kind of looked over, and I was like, yeah, it's like sumo wrestling, but these girls just mash their boobs together.
She was just like, I'm so fucking horny, Dave.
Yeah. Oh, I put it down and we had sex right then and there. Trust me. Actually, what happened is she fell asleep because it turns out she's not interested in that.
Well, she was so horny.
It
just
overwhelmed her.
Yeah.
Her system was like, shut it down.
She said it's a Lovecraft faint. It was just, it overwhelmed her sanity.
If she gets any wetter, she will die of dehydration.
She right there.
So we couldn't get through this episode without me mentioning that. I wanted to mention that. I specifically got a Crunchyroll account just to watch this fucking anime. It's okay.
It's pretty okay.
I'm halfway
like
through.
our podcast, it's pretty okay.
Right. I'm halfway through. I might finish it. Maybe.
All right. Anyone close us out, Dave?
By taking a few calls. Do you want to just stretch this out forever?
Shit.
I know you don't. You are ready to end.
Because I think we're like over 2 hours now.
Sandwich Bro Phil loves
my phone
it.
died.
We got to butter him up so he'll give us the rights to use his Dave-style chicken logo.
Shit.
We'll do calls next. We'll do calls next
calls
episode.
next time.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's close it out. Well, we can't do it as sumo wrestlers because that is going to get us in some trouble, probably. So you want to do it as robo pushers?
Yep.
I'll do it as my favorite robo pusher.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do it as mine.
Okay.
So until next time. Trot.
Capricorn.
Trot.
Yeah.
That's Missy Elliott saying Trouble with Capricorn backwards.
I was lucky the leprechaun because he is in Robo Push. Yeah.
Nice.
Just talk.
Talking about Dairy Queen and gravy and...
Got the chicken tender basket? That's good stuff.
Because I basically never have to order anything for myself. I just eat whatever they have left. Because it's usually a
Enough
lot.
for a meal? Oh, yeah.
A lot, yeah.
Way more?
They all eat like birds. When I'm looking. When I'm not looking, I think that's when I'll go in there and find like 8 bowls of cereal that are half eaten. So
Well, that's why they're not eating Dairy Queen.
yeah.
They gotta save room.
Gotta save room for the
Get cereal.
Fruity Pebbles later.
I get Nikki rolls that way, man. She does. She'll eat a light dinner. And I'll be like, are you full? She's like, yeah, I'm going to have a bowl of cereal later. All right. That's smart. Because what I normally do is, like, if I'm saving calories for something late at night, I usually just fall asleep and they're wasted.
Yeah. I mean, that's good that it works out like that.
Sometimes, but I usually wake up pissed off. And then for a while there, I was like, well, I'll just do it weekly. I'll tally up how many calories I have left, at the end of a week. And then I'll just eat those extra calories one day. And I did that for a couple weeks, and then it was just
I like to roll like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun, I guess, but I don't know if it actually balances out. I don't know if it works.
Yeah, as long as you're still, even if you have one huge day like that. It's like what The Rock splurges once a month. If that one day he eats is like...
Yeah, I've seen that, but like, he and I have different body types.
What?
And different
I
occupations.
guess you guys could, if you took off your glasses, I wouldn't know.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have the difference.
we live different lifestyles. I hate to break it to you.
You get way more pussy than The Rock.
I mean, probably not a bunch of like different kinds. Is he married?
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, I probably do have more sex than The Rock.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
That's for real talk.
Man, we beat The Rock's ass when it comes to sex.
But I mean,
Fuck you, Dwayne.
I can care. Well, he seems like a nice guy.
Oh, I'm sure he's super nice.
And I wanted to see Rampage.
Not super nice and all those pussies, though.
Yeah, he's probably. I mean, he's definitely got me beat on variety, but not on consistency. Like